this is quite nice. Do you have anything with a little more firepower though? That'll do. How about something with some more options? Huh. That'll do. Hi guys, Hound Armor here, and today we're talking about my master keys for my Strike Mark II. If you want to know about this blaster itself, I'll put a link to my video on it up in the card. Like I said in that video, this is my planned primary for the foreseeable future, with it focusing on HVZ. Quick overview, it is a flywheel-powered, solenoid-driven, select-fire rifle that is very, very modified. That being said, that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about master keys, and right now I have on a Magnus because that's arguably the best master key. It's very reliable, very consistent, different firepower, which is the point. The point is to have a different capability that you wouldn't have from your primary blaster, and that's why you deal with the extra weight and the tip balancy mess. But that being said, you noticed I switched master keys, and up until now I've been showing off this blaster like this, where it's very it's not light, but it's very well balanced, it's very comfortable. So how did I just do that? Well, there's a bunch of Picatinny rail all over this blaster. And so I've got a quick release system. This quick release clip was designed by XZ82Net on Thingiverse. And it is a rather simple to print, 3D printable Picatinny rail quick release. It uses, I believe, M4 or maybe M3. I think it's M3 hardware to both bolt to the blaster, or rather the master key shell, and to hold to the Picatinny rail. Of course, these were designed for things like flashlights and cameras and whatever, your more typical Picatinny rail extras, greeblies, fidgeters, whatever you want to call them. Though I have repurposed them for master keys because I think it's more fun. Master keys are incredibly fun, and I've always liked the idea of having a second firing option on a primary blaster, especially for a game like HVZ where you might need special ammo types and not necessarily want to carry a full extra blaster. And also for Nerf wars where you might have alternate goals, which I'll talk about in a second. But let's do a quick overview of my Magnus master key real quick. It is a standard Magnus master key with the slide cut down and the handle cut off, with this quick release clamp up top and a mega dart holder on the side. This was designed by Adrian from his pump action Magnus shotgun. I'm probably gonna post this version of it on my Thingiverse page as a remix, just because it's flipped and reoriented different to fit on the left side, or what was originally the right side of the blaster, whereas the original fits on the left side, because originally you would hold it like this. So I'll put a link to that in the description if I end up doing that. If I don't, it's a simple mirror or two operations just in your slicer to get that working. This is not this guy's final form. I really need to put some red on it to fully match my Strike Mark II, though I ran out of the Citadel paint I use for that color. I also am probably going to put one of these slide covers or slide replacements on that we've been seeing pop up on Thingiverse, just so it's a little more comfy. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. That being said, this is this master key, and I have one other at the moment. And my other one is my Sledgefire? I think that's what it's called. I think it's called Sledgefire. I sanded off the name. It's the trilogy shell-taking pistol-y thing. That's a lot of fun in its original form, though I think this is more fun. Of course, it takes shells, the trilogy-style beefier shells, and is a rear prime springer. This is a interesting master key because it gives you so many options so fast. It's bulky. I actually think it matches this aesthetic very well, which is why it's what I chose for the master key entry portion for that friggin' guy's first mod competition for the Carolina Nerf Association. I'll link to that video down in the description. If you haven't seen any of Eric's videos, they're interesting. He organizes the Carolina Nerf Association, or at least a good portion of it. So go watch that, show him some love, and this blaster did win first place in that competition. And so technically this is my Strikeforce Mark II's original master key, though I had mocked up the Magnus previously. But this one is interesting because it takes so many different ammo types. So I'm just going to run through them real quick to show you. So this is just a standard trilogy shell. So we get 3 elite darts. And then we drop that out. And let's pick up, oh, I don't know, a brass shell that's got a pro dart in it with about 3 inches of 17/32 inch brass for that nice pot shot across the field. After that, let's pick up something a little more traditional. Let's grab a mega dart. Fit that guy right up in there, slapper closed, and pop. All right, let's hit the other popular ammo type. How about a rival round? And how about a more controversial choice, ultra dart? And finally, the actually ridiculous one. Come here. A demolisher rocket. Now this is the only shell you have to unload the shell itself in order to load it into the blaster. But all you do is just slap the shell in, stick that on the post, and it fires okay. It flies about 10 feet. It's not the most terrible thing ever, though of course it is not the best because this thing doesn't have the best plunger volume ever. I do have in the spring spacers that are found on Thingiverse. Again, link to all of the stuff I just showed and referenced in the description down below. And I think that's really fun, specifically for this game called the Net Game, where basically special ammo types, so your Mega Darts, your Vortex Discs, your Demolish Rockets, your Titan Rockets, score points into a net. And with this Master Key, I can swap between whatever ammo types I see lying around very quickly. I just ran through every option I had in like a minute and a half. I'll check the time, maybe. And so that's where I think this Master Key is going to shine, besides also just being very flexible. Now, of course, a better option for this would be something like a Titan, and I am working on a Titan Master Key, so keep an eye out for that. But other than that, please let me know in the comments what Master Keys you would like to see in this line. Of course, these Master Keys don't just work on my Strikeforce Mark II, they also work on this Demolisher. Though, of course, because these are designed for my Strikeforce Mark II, as you see here in this footage, they don't quite fit as sveltely and they don't quite line up as well. And that's because most of them are Springer based. So you need a certain amount of space behind the Master Key in order to get your prime. So that's my master key system. I'm sorry it took me so long to get around to making this video because I did hint at it in my very first video. Again, if you want to know more about the primary blaster here, there's a link in the card and in the description. And other than that, I hope you'll stick around and watch another video. I've been releasing videos every Saturday for the past however long, and plan to keep doing it for the foreseeable future. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.